small group here on ELA, and what we're doing today is we are going to talk about the 57 bus. So basically, before we get started, we have a learning target here, class, and that learning target, and I want the class to read all together. Go ahead.
I can write an argumentative essay that clearly states a claim, supports it with logical reasoning and relevant evidence, and addresses counterclaims to strengthen my argument.
Yay! Yes, to strengthen my argument. So I can write an argumental essay that clearly states a claim supported with logical reason and relevant evidence. Okay? So our standard, I'm sorry to move around because we are like outgoing here. Here we have our standard, and I want the class to say the standard with me all together. What's the standard?
Analyze how a text theme has a social relevance and is developed across the text, comparing passages within and across text, providing both reasoning and supportive textual evidence.
Yes. So today we are actually going to analyze how a text theme has social relevance and how to develop across the text. So what we're reading today is basically we are going over a story that we've been reading. It's called The Bus 57. Can someone give me a little synopsis of Bus 57?
A fire.
Okay. It was a fire. Go ahead.
The guy said the skirt on fire.
Uh-huh. Okay. Go ahead. You can go ahead.
It's about a bus inside of Oklahoma, California.
Uh-huh.
And it had a fire incident on it.
Yes, it has. Okay, Ms. Bonner, go ahead.
It's about how two teenagers suffered because of one's consequences.
Mm-hmm.
It's also about a bus,
Uh-huh.
an incident on the bus.
You check that for me. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Also, it's about if both of the victims suffer
Mhm.
when one commits a crime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And what do you think, my dear, your input on it? So we're going to go ahead and move on. So with the Bus 57, it was by 4:30 in the afternoon, the first late rush of the after-school passenger has come and gone. What's left are stragglers that stay later sweeping their bus past, and they climb onto the 57 bus to take seats among the coming home workers and shoppers, errand doers, and other students from the high school and the middle school around the city. The bus is loud, but not loud as sometimes. A few clusters of kids are shouting and laughing, and the older woman at the front keep talking to the bus driver. Dark is coming on. Daylight savings ended yesterday, and now evening rush into the place where the afternoon used to be. Everything is dusker and sleeper. Winter now. Passengers look at their phone and stare through a scratched and grimy window at a warning light. Sasha sits near the back. For much of the journey, the teenager has been reading a paperback copy for a class in Russian literature. Today, like most days, Sasha wore a t-shirt and a black fleece jacket a gray flat cap, and a glossy white shirt. A senior. Let me turn the page. A senior at a small private high school, and teenagers identify as a gender, neither male or female, as the bus lumbered through the town. Sasha put down the book bag and dripped into a sleek skirt and draped over the edge of the seat. A few feet away, 3 teenager boys are laughing and joking. One of them, Richard, wore a black hooded and an orange-billed New York Knicks hat. 16-year-old junior at Oakland High School. He got hazel eyes and a slow, sweet grin. He stands with his back to Sasha, gripping a pole for balance. Sasha sleeps as Richard and the companion goof around, playing, fighting, and sleeping, as Richard's cousin Lloyd bound up and down on the side of the flirting with a girl up front. Sleep as Richard surprisingly flick a lighter and touch it to the hem of the gauzy white skirt. In a moment, Sasha will wait inside a ball of flame and begin to scream. In a moment, everything will be set in motion. Taken by ambulance and San Francisco burn unit, Sasha will spend most of the 3.5 weeks undergoing multiple surgeries to treat second, third-degree burn running from calf to thigh. Arrested at school following the day, Richard will be charged with 2 felonies, each with a hate crime cause that will add time to sentence if he's convicted. Citing severity of the crime, the district attorney will charge him as indulged, stripping him of protection normally given to juvenile. Before the week is out, he will be facing possibly life imprisonment. But none of that has happened yet. For now, both teenagers are just taking the bus home from school. Surely it's not too late. Stop thinking from going wrong. There must be some way to wake Sasha, diverted Richard. Get a driver to stop the bus. There must be something you can do. So, after reading this story, check the camera. After reading this story, what insight that you received from the reading, or what comes to mind when you heard the story? What comes to mind?
Well, honestly,
Go ahead. It was a crime committed.
homophobia.
Comophobia, okay.
It makes me think of the school bus fire drills.
School bus fire drill, what you think? When you heard the story?
A arsonist.
Arsonist, yes. And what do you think was going on in the beginning of the story? What was going on in the beginning? What was going on in the beginning?
They were making fun of them for wearing a skirt as a, male.
Mm-hmm.
They were,
What you think?
I don't know.
just normal high school bullies.
Mm-hmm. So basically, the story started back in November what?
Monday, 2013.
November 4th, on a Monday.
Uh-huh.
November 4th.
November 4th. Exactly. So November 4th. So this lesson is about the bus 57 and focus on the comprehension, the critical thinking, seeing where your mind's at, so we could, just jump right into the story. And mostly we are just wanting to know, like, what actually in the reading that this story, the 57 bus, where has it taken place at?
Oklahoma.
In Oklahoma. Check that. So, and basically it stated here, like, what was actually, like, what was some of the things when you really think about the story and think about what Sasha, how did you think Sasha felt after the incident, what happened to her? Hmm?
The phone keep doing the
Okay, what you think what happened to Sasha when that happened to her? What actually happened? What was going on?
Well, they got third-degree burns.
Mm-hmm.
They were suffering a lot, but
And she was freezing from hypothermia because it was very cold, and the dad that came there, somebody had to give her a jacket.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And she has burns from her calf to her thighs.
Yes, she had burns from her calf to her thighs. And why do you think that happened to her? You check the phone.
Oh,
go
because
ahead.
the dude who did that to her is very
I
homophobic.
thought it would be funny.
And he was thought it was
Yes.
It wasn't the reason.
But was if you read it.
No, see, I didn't see nothing about him thinking that it's funny. He just did because he don't like trans people. He don't like gay people or anything like that.
Tell me the story where it says that.
yeah. It's on page. It's on page
It's on-
234. And you look at the top.
Yeah.
It's on the interview right here, right?
So I want to know from the group here, what argument could stand? Like if y'all had to do an argument essay, what would your argument will be? What would be your argument?
Didn't they drop the charges to the hate crime though?
Yeah, he did it because
But he
he
still
was
went to
hate
jail.
crime.
But I'm asking you, what would be the argument here in this passage here?
Whether it was honestly a hate crime or not.
Right. Can you say it loud, please?
Whether
It
it
is
was,
honestly a hate crime or not.
Right. So basically, we have to understand what took place, why it took place, and what made Richard do what he did. What made him do that?
Because you don't know. Honestly, his friends too.
So do you think that he was influenced by his friends?
I think he was
That-
somewhat peer
yeah.
pressure, but still, you can't. I don't believe in peer pressure. I don't think it's really a thing.
Okay, go ahead.
I think after the investigation and everything, they dropped the hate charges because they realized he did dislike her, but not for that exact reason, and then his
And-
friends did, so they peer pressured him into
Not
it,
only
so
his
they
friends,
wouldn't
his
do it.
cousins too.
His cousins as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So, and during the beginning of the story,
And
when
there's
it
a
said this happened, what time of day did this happen at?
The
Monday.
afternoon,
It would happen in the afternoon during what?
after school.
Rush hour.
Rush hour. It was in the afternoon during rush hour. And it was passengers coming on the bus. There was students was coming on the bus, and there was workers. People was out doing their errands, and then the bus came, and people got on the bus to go to their destination. But
I wanted this.
and it says that here the bus is loud, but not as loud as sometimes. Why do you think that the bus was loud?
Because the passengers and all
They
that.
were talking or something.
Right, it was
Yes.
more louder than usual because you had what? You had so many
Students and
people
other people.
coming on the bus, and they were just people just
And don't forget the
talk.
outside. You can hear the outside too.
Motor, everything.
Right, and it says as few front keep talking to the bus driver. It say a few front keepers keep talking to the bus driver, and dark was approaching. Dark was approaching. Daylight saving time ended yesterday, and now even things is duskier and sleepier and wintry now. So what type of season you think they were in?
I think they were in the fall,
I think there was an autumn.
and then they went to winter after a month or two.
Right, exactly. So basically, what I want to know, let me ask y'all this. So I want to point out this, a key factor. It says, explain the most story of narrative containing many details about the setting, character, event, and however, not all details are equally important. It says, explain the story narrative. So what would you think the narrative of this story was mainly like?
I think it was cause and effect.
Okay. Okay.
They need to go to lunch.
Okay, I'm coming. Okay, what did you say? Say it again.
Cause and effect.
The cause and effect. Yes, the cause and effect. What do you think? Are you participating? What do you think? What do you think?
Well, can you repeat the question one more time, please?
What do you think the narrative of this main group of this story was? The main root of it.
Like some the points of view or something?
Mm-hmm.
It's the two main characters on the bus in the story.
Yes. It was two main characters, and who was the two main characters?
Sasha and Richard.
Sasha?
That Sasha and Richard. So they how you said, the narrative of the story wanted us to know is two main characters, because Sasha and Richard, Sasha didn't want to identify her gender, and Richard was just an ordinary person, and he was just doing his thing, and he was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this, and he thought it was funny, but it wasn't funny. Go ahead.
I have a theory, alright? If you think about it, if you hate on a gay person, will it be the same thing as being racist to a different race or something like that?
No.
Well,
Go ahead. What do you? Let me let you answer. What you think?
I was about to say something about what he said.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, I think it depends. If you just hate on a person that's a different race just because of how they look or their color, and not because of their culture or something they've done. But, like, yeah, that's almost about the same thing, Juwan. Like, it depends. But there's a lot of different,
I mean,
circumstances.
being racist and
hypotheticals.
being hating on a different gender is the same thing as hate crime. So.
Yeah, they are.
If they're all in the hate crime category, then they're pretty much the same thing, because you hate on a person either way, either their culture, gender, religions. Don't forget about religion.
So basically, y'all are actually on the right track. And who the person involved was Sasha and Richard. The incident took place where?
Oklahoma, California.
It took place on the bus in Oakland, California. Was there any immediate consequences?
No.
No. And here I wanted to ask, do we know why this happened?
Because he was bored.
He was bored,
Peer pressure?
peer pressure.
He was also hating and kind of mad because
Uh-huh.
he said that he was doing too much.
Mm.
Because in the description in your part 3, he was speaking to the officer and it said, but did you get angry? Yeah? And he said yes, because he's a gay dude in a skirt.
That's right. That's right.
And
So,
he said he was doing too much.
right. So, what role does the identity plays? Like, what plays and how people react to the incident? What role does the identity play?
What role?
What role? What role does identity, gender, race play in people to react in an incident like this?
Well,
Well,
I wouldn't know what the name was.
It could have been out of impulse, yes. Okay.
well, it could also like be something from his past, like make him do this. Like, for
Maybe.
example, like he said when his friends got killed, he got trust issues.
Yes.
He got to stay in the cabin full of dudes and all that.
Mhm. That's true. And let me ask you, how do you think Sasha felt after the incident took place with her? How do you think she felt?
Scared.
She was scared,
Traumatized.
traumatized. Yes,
Sad.
Cooked.
yes. Oh. Yeah. No, we gonna strike that. But and with her feeling that way because she went through a major, she had 3rd-degree burns. 3rd-degree burns. That's serious. That's real serious. So, you know, we need to take into account of that. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna just check in with everybody. Like, why did this happen? That's one of it says to observe Sasha's skirt was set on fire. And then the question that was asked, why did this happen? And our learning target basically was understanding consequences. What consequences did Richard receive? He was charged as an adult. That's what they say. He was.
Didn't he even have the feds on him or just the state?
We didn't get that far
It's
into
different.
it, but it just said he was charged. He wasn't charged as a juvenile, but he was charged as an adult. Okay.
So, hold on, hear me out. If you think about it, he was doing 2 different hate crimes. Because in the description, he did say that he's an African American.
Mm-hmm.
And in the description, it's also white in here. I don't know.
We don't know. It didn't
I
tell us.
don't see where y'all get the hate crime from because I think he did out of impulse.
He probably did.
But he did say he's very homophobic. He do not like gay people or trans.
Yeah. So, but guys, y'all did such a fantastic job because it is now lunchtime and we're gonna have to pause here and we'll regroup back to this lesson.